I gave this 22-minute talk in November of 2019, about 9 minutes of which focused on Heinrich Schenker. And the purveyors of his legacy were extremely incensed. Why? Because a Black person was challenging the authority of whiteness and maleness.
The pushback was severe. It was vociferous.
To publish a journal without peer review.
There was an entire journal issue devoted to not just answering some of the claims I made in a very short talk, but also denigrating me and denigrating, frankly, Blackness. It was a very anti-Black enterprise.
I now call this quite openly and plainly the anti-Blackness of music theory. It's not a disease. It's not a plague. It's a system. Power. It's about power. And what a few powerful white men saw was the potential loss of that power. And that scared the shit out of them.
Perhaps the strangest thing about this symposium was the simple fact that they were responding to a 20-minute talk. I would have suggested that they wait for the article to come out, since they were getting quite an incomplete picture from my talk. In fact, this is the only published response to a 20-minute talk that I've ever heard of.
Whiteness saw Blackness challenging it openly and publicly, and for them it was a bridge too far. They could not handle it, and they simply lost their minds.
Certainly the aggressive authors from volume 12 of the Journal of Schenkerian Studies are no KKK folks. I'm not saying that at all. I would say that they're so aggressive, though, in their anti-Blackness that they're low-hanging fruit, right? It's strange to say it. I don't know that I've ever really said this before, but I don't really have a problem with Timothy Jackson. I just disagree with him very strongly. I think that the main point here is that he only wrote down what a lot of people in academic music actually believe, especially senior people, especially senior white folks and senior white men. There's nothing micro about those comments. There's nothing nano at all. In fact, those are the assimilationist, racist beliefs on which we have built an entire field. We call it American music theory.